Last one. Before the departure to India from Shiful. This is that sativa that I really enjoyed from my club. It's called Amnesia 2.0. There was an Amnesia that's been around all the time I was here, but this was the 2.0. Forget. Okay, off to India.
Hello to Delhi. I'm in zone 3. And away we go.
For information, and be aware that the Wi-Fi will not work in Indian airspace.
A sea of clouds as I leave the Netherlands.
Monitor their health and follow required do's and don'ts as prescribed by the government. Foreigner travelers would be selected on random for testing at their own expense. Randomly selected travelers may provide a self. During landing the lights, the cabin will be dimmed. There's a reading light as you see.
One of the most memorable videos.
It's nice, no?
Yeah.
Mudras, baby. Okay, so I'm in Delhi. It is 5:15 in the morning. My next flight isn't until 6:25 morning. Every 5 seconds there's an announcement going off here, which is really annoying. And the thing is to not allow that to disturb you, to navigate as effectively and efficiently as you can. In my instance, what had to happen was I had to go from Terminal 1 over there to Terminal 2, which is where I am right now. So this was kind of crazy. Like, I landed in Delhi. I got off the plane. I had to go get my bag and pass through customs. And then go out of the building. And then walk like a quarter mile or half a mile through this like maze of tunnels that are very poorly indicated. And then you come out and you're on a street level, and now you're walking, you're just outside in Delhi at this point. And I mean, you've gone through immigration and customs, but to pick up this 50-pound bag, which by the way, we were all just standing there, and there were bags coming off from all different flights, and they were just random people were just picking them up, just moving them off of the conveyor onto the side there. So they were just like stacks of bags, like just standing all around, and yours could just be there. Presumably what they were doing was, once they had been around a few times and nobody was getting them, they were pulling them off and just setting them there, and then the next plane was coming, so it was starting to fill again. So I was terrified my bag wasn't going to come. I was also standing there going, wait a minute, am I supposed to collect my own bag? What sense does that make? I mean, I have in my passport, I have the baggage claim, and the baggage claim clearly says Madras on it, right? It's supposed to go all the way through to Chennai, but they don't do it. I have to do it. So I get the bag, I go through this crazy tunnel, walking my bag and everything I own, I'm standing in Delhi. And then I come over to Terminal 2, and they don't have a ticket for me at all, and there's no instruction on where to go. Finally, some dude sees me and he's like, "Wait, I can help you, sir." So he walks me to get a ticket, which is what I have now, a ticket. And then he tells me, "Okay, we'll go over here and they'll let you put your bag on the plane." So I had to actually take my bag over to this flight, even though it's all set by KLM to go all the way through. That doesn't have any bearing here at all. It's just incredibly packed here. People are moving everywhere. Nobody knows where they're going. They're speaking in Hindi predominantly, very little English. But English is definitely second language style here. And Hummel is useless to me here, obviously. And there's certain things you have to know about how to navigate. You cannot get upset. You cannot lose your cool. If you lose your cool, you know that's the end of it. You can't lose your cool. And as I was walking to get immigration stamped, there was a guy walking in front of me, and he was young. He might have been a Westerner, or he was a pale, like, Indian guy or something. And he had his headphones around his neck like this, and his bag and everything, and he was talking like a mile a minute to this older gentleman who was just sitting there. And the older guy goes, finally he just turned to him and he said, "You have been talking since we got out of the gate, all the way up to here. I think now it is time you should whisper." That's what he said. "If you want to get through this, you should be whispering." That's what he told him as his advice before he went up to talk to the immigration guys. Because the guy was just chattering. "What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get out of that?" He didn't know what to do, right? So because he didn't know what to do, he was in this crazy modality. And then when it was my turn, I didn't even have to say I was visiting my mother. Karthik Tyagarajan is going to Madras, and everybody's obviously going, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. Karthik Tyagarajan has to go to Madras." Man, there's a bleary, exhausted kind of mental state that happens when you travel to India. Until you get to your destination, it's just this limbo of bureaucratic and weird, bad signage, and kind of like, I don't know, and just millions of people. Ding. Home again in Madras. Immediately there's traffic, but it feels good to be here. Welcome to Pondicherry. We've come to the old town.